Don't mind my guinea pigs. That's just them beeping in the background. Weeking and beeping. Okay. How are you guys tonight? I know it's a little bit late, but I thought I would come in and do a quick live before bed while I drink my tea. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? Oh, I'm about to cough with hot tea on me. Oh no. Do you invest in crypto? No. Where's the Bay at his house? Roma for president. I wouldn't want that job. How's your daughter, by the way? She's good. She's actually at a sleepover with one of her best friends. She's really excited. Someone says, I don't get you. Hey, man. Neither does my therapist. No, just kidding. What tattoo hurt the worst? My ribs. What? What's with the rainbow jacket? It's actually a onesie. What's your favorite tattoo? My little peep one on my arm. Ribs don't even hurt. Your birthstone must be meth, because I don't know what you're talking about. Just kidding. Therapy is overrated for me, at least. Yeah, it doesn't work for some people. Late night, I just woke up. Yeah, it's about 11 p.m. here. What does the neck tattoo mean? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Greetings from Seattle. Hello, hello. Aussie fan. I love my Aussie fans. I hope you guys don't get offended when I do an Australian accent sometimes. I hope I don't butcher it. Look like Tokyo from Money Heist. You know, if like I was able to tally up my most frequent comments, I think that one would be it. How have you been doing? I've been all right. Working through some depression and some stuff, but you know, I'm pregnant, so I'm doing my best to enjoy my pregnancy. Thank you so much, Dante. Nice hoodie. Thanks. It's a onesie, actually. Congratulations. Thank you. Depression sucks. You'll get through it. Thank you. Are you into Dark Souls? I think that's a game, maybe. I don't play it. What's your favorite video game? Oh, Apex Legends. That's easy. Someone says chameleon ho. Well, aren't you a nice person? I hope you have a good day as well. Do you know the gender? I won't be finding it out. And neither will anybody else. Like I will when the baby's born, obviously. Congrats on the baby. Thank you. I've seen most of your videos. That's awesome. My daughter has a onesie. Nice. Favorite show or movie? Anything Chef Ramsay, RuPaul's Drag Race, and Bar Rescue. Watching your videos for 4 months. Awesome. Look at her go. Congrats. Thanks you. My girlfriend keeps saying she wants to die. Any advice? I'm so sorry. Honestly, there's nothing you can like really do when someone's like really depressed. All you can do is just ask her each day like how you can support her best that day. You're having a boy and he will love you very much. Oh, that's sweet. You guys are coming in fast. I've learned to read comments pretty fast. Do you guys have any like questions for me though? Do you ever get tired of dealing with all the BS people put in the world? Yeah, for a little while I wasn't enjoying my work as much as I used to. It gets a little draining and it can definitely give you a little edge. Where's the cat? He's over there. I'm staring at him. Taking advantage of simps. Well, aren't you nice? I'm sorry that you feel that way. Why are people calling you chameleon? Chameleons are cool and colorful. Chameleon is this term that's used predominantly by men who believe that women who are advocating for men, they're just doing it to like blend in and for attention and stuff. And it's apparently the easiest way to get liked by people. But there's nothing about being a men's rights advocate helps you chameleon in. So it's really just the male version of a pick-me girl. It's sexist. Don't pay attention to it. I mean Valkyrie. Do you believe that feminists and MRAs, oh, these are going fast, that was a good question. Do you believe feminists and MRAs can ever reach a consensus in today's toxic debate climate? I really do, and I think I see it a lot with this community, especially. You know, there are a lot of women, a lot of feminists that support, and we implement a lot of feminism in this community. And so I think we're a really good example of feminism and men's rights coexisting. And I hope that as the years go on, as my career gets bigger, as I'm able to push off this message, as I'm able to speak publicly and stuff, I'm hoping to make more of an influence in that world. Not women who are advocating for men, just you. Okay, listen, if you're just here to talk shit, that's fine. But I noticed that you just seem to not like me, but yet you're still here. So either give me a chance or go get a life, okay? Okay. You could ask me questions. I'm definitely open to criticism. If you feel like you think something about me, please just ask. I'll just be like, what was your comment? That I'm using simps? Was that what you said? Do you get death threats for all you do? Not anymore. I went through a really, really bad year of false allegations and death threats and people vandalizing my home and my car, and yeah. What the fuck is wrong with that person? Hey man, people are entitled to their opinion. Not everybody has to like me. That's okay. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with them. Need hoodie? It's a onesie. Oh, thank you so much. I just passed my 1 month wedding anniversary. Can I get a shout out? Well, hello. But just so you guys know, I read my comments and I read them very fast. So I just want you guys to know you don't have to send me money in order for me to shout you out or say hi to you. You can just say hey, can you say hi to me? And I'll do my very best. And this is 50 people doing it all at once. You kind of got to use your discretion, but you do not have to send me money in order for me to talk to you. I do my very best to answer questions, talk to all of you guys. I've become really good at reading comments really fast over the few years here. So you definitely, I appreciate it, but you don't have to do it to get my attention, just so you know. And if that's why you want to do it, please don't do it. But I do have a fundraiser attached to a lot of my videos, especially my recent one today of the guy getting groped in the mall. And you can, if you want, you can donate to Movember, which is a really good organization for men. And that will go towards a really good cause. So if you're thinking about trying to get my attention and donating, save that money for Movember and just ask me a question and I will answer. Anyway, sorry, moving on. Advice for a 29-year-old man dating a 40-year-old woman who doesn't like having sex very often, maybe once every other month. Wow. I am also somebody who is in a relationship with somebody who isn't a super sexual person. They're just not. And I understand that can do some stuff to your confidence, but I think at the end of the day, maybe you guys need to have a conversation about what your needs are. If you guys are just dating and it's not super serious, I don't think that it would be unreasonable of you to be okay, this isn't quite matching what I need. A lot of people try to think that if you guys aren't matching intimately, that it's selfish and shallow to leave that person, but it's really not. Intimacy is such a big part of a relationship, and if that's something that you truly really need, then that's perfectly okay to express that, and it's okay to say I'm sorry, I need to find a relationship that matches it. Because if you're not careful, you could end up with a whole lot of confidence issues and end up asking yourself what's wrong with me? And that's just not fair, right? If it's not you. Let me try to catch up on these comments. Okay, one second. What happened to your girlfriend? I was practicing polyamory for a while. I did not like it. I am not doing that. My partner is still polyamorous. I am perfectly okay with that. We have a different dynamic. We just support each other. I just call him my partner. But yeah, so her and I only dated a month anyways. But yeah, I no longer practice polyamory, and I am just a mom. Just a little old me. Okay, I've been watching videos for a while. Honestly, admire what you're doing. Hashtag no simp. I would like an honest opinion. The contract of marriage. Go. I personally would love to get married someday, but I am not going to be legally married because I think it's a massive trap for men. If you guys want to get married, that's perfectly fine. I suggest prenup, 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 and make sure you talk to a lawyer about all the loopholes that they could possibly take in the end, because you don't want to get fucked there. Doesn't mean that you just like don't trust them. It just means that you are securing your future, and there is nothing wrong with that. All right, I missed a lot of that chat. So if you guys had something, how do you deal with your bad relationship with your mom? Well, I've had 3 moms and all of them were garbage. One is okay. The third mom, she's kind of around. We don't talk too much. She's very busy, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It's not always the easiest, and I went through a couple months where I was very angry and very hurt because I went through a lot of really fucked up abuse as a kid. And I will talk about it someday. I'll probably do a little docu-series. Who knows? Probably. That's my goal. But it's really hard. I think at the end of the day, it's just figuring out how you can come to a place of forgiveness. And that is not easy. It's not easy. Remember that forgiveness is for you. I feel like I've never been in a real relationship. Also, don't get any chances of dating apps. Never worked. What do? I'm 29 now. Fucking shit. I don't know. You really want to date, huh? I always tell people, like, as soon as you stop focusing on dating is when it kind of comes to you. But there are times when people are like, listen, I've been single for a while. I just want to date. I think a lot of, like, communities that you're into, like if you're into gaming, if you're into, like, World of Warcraft, if you're into Pokemon, if you're into, you know, like, live action role play, whatever it is. Hello, I see you from Bangladesh. Hello. I think really getting into the communities of things that you like is like the best way to find somebody close to your interest. I hope that helped. I just got cheated on. F relationships right now. I'm really sorry, man. Listen, Corwin. Now you're just looking for attention. You're like the only person here hating. Okay? You're just so rude. I met my other half during gaming. We were in a different state, but now we live together and it's great. That's awesome. That's actually fucking great. I have some great friends still to this day from gaming. Stop trying so hard. You could be giving out the wrong signals without realizing it. I'm sorry, what? Trying so hard at what? And what signals could I be giving out? Tell me why I'm responsible for the way that people react to me. I'm really interested. What would you say is the best setting for people to meet up for a genuine long-term relationship in the present day? I think everything's online. I think back in the day it wasn't so much online. I think it's really up to you. Are you able to hold up conversations online, or do you need to meet people in like person? It's a little bit of a tricky question. I met my wife on a bus to teen camp. That's awesome. Any tips to not overthink my future? Like, I just have a hard time believing in myself and seeing myself succeed. I struggle with that as well. I think I think one thing that I'm practicing right now is trying not to stress so much on the things that I can't control and just focus on the things I can. I want to know what that guy's problem is. I hope he tells me, because that was weird. To the guy who wants to date, you could always go to the country and find someone. You don't have to limit yourself, and also try to better yourself. Very good advice. You're just going to keep up the good work, saying what no one else will say needs to be said. Thank you so much, Becca. You're awesome. It's awesome to see some women supporting. Aren't you transgender? What is with you guys? If you look up like the top Googled question for me, it's whether or not I'm a man. Is it because I look like a man? Do I look androgynous? Or is it because I advocate for men? I don't understand. No, I am a natural born woman. I do use they, them pronouns, but like I identify, like I'm a woman. I identify as a woman. I'm just uncomfortable with the pronouns because pronouns comes with a lot of like, oh, you're a woman, so you got to do this. And same with men, like, oh, you're a man, so you have to act this way. So I just struggle with pronouns. I'm not transgender, though. I was born with a JJ, and I still have one. That is so funny. That is the number one Googled question for me, is whether or not I'm a man. Thank you so much for the $20. I don't know how to pronounce your name at this moment. Thank you so much for the $2. Just a reminder again, though, for those that just want to send it, that's super appreciated, but you do not have to send me anything just to get my attention. I'm very good at reading the comments, and I will most likely see you. If I miss you, just do it again. Like, comment again, not donate again. Do you have any tips for dealing with abusive exes? Sorry, it's a weird question. Oh, man, time will heal. Can transgender women have kids? No, not at this time. Well, they cannot carry children. Your face looks like a female. What confused? There's a lot of people out there who are confused. You look like you smell bad. Well, I'm not going to lie. I haven't really showered today. I've done a lot of cleaning, so I might not smell the best right now. Like, I might have a little woman sweat going on. But I actually smell like lotion most of the time, so. But it's totally okay. Honestly, I've seen people, and I've made that judgment too, and I'm like, honestly, you look like your breath stinks. I know it's wrong. I know I shouldn't make that judgment, but we're human beings, so I'll forgive you. Question for you. I'm in a relationship with my girlfriend. She says she wants sex, but every time I try to leave with her, she says I'm no good at it. I'm a virgin, never done this before. Any advice? You need to leave that girl, honestly. Or sit down and have a conversation with her and just be like, look, I am new to this. I am not experienced. Like, pornography has lied to you. We need to communicate when it comes to, like, having sex. You need to tell me what works for you. You need to, like, guide me a little bit. I'll do the same for you. Like, and that has nothing to do with you being a virgin. That is, like, what people need to do in relationships in general. So if that woman can't, like, support you and communicate to you what works and what doesn't, then, like, girl, bye. Because that's just rude. You're no good at it. How fucking rude. You're, like, literally giving your body to her and, like, trusting her with your body. I was just going to say some shit like that. Disgusting. Is simping on the rise or the decline? I hate that word because it's just projected towards men who treat women in a way that, like, other men don't agree with. Like, you don't get to dictate what people do. And if we're talking about, like, putting pussy on a pedestal, no, I think that men are actually quite intelligent. I think that there are some that have, society's lied to them, convinced them that this is how it gotta be for some things, but, like, no, like, men are not, like, these, like, stupid, mindless, fucking piggish robots. I don't understand. Like, and even other men seem to think it sometimes. I don't know why. Y'all been lied to. We say that only women have been, like, taught to compete with each other, but oh my God, like, men compete with each other all the time. They believe stigmas about each other too. They project misandry as well. It's just kind of sad. I don't think you look like you smell bad. Thank you. I'm an alpha simp, if that makes sense. Okay. Hey, man. Be strong, but love women. Love it. I just struggle with all these definitions because it's like, what does it mean to be a strong man, right? What does it mean to be a simp? What does it mean to be an alpha? It all comes down to, like, measuring yourself up to somebody, and I just think we need to just, like, be people. What do you think about how easy girls to boyfriends? Wait. Roma, what do you think about how easy girls to boyfriends? Girls can put a sign saying I have with me, and men are lining up. Guys, it's so hard to get a girlfriend. Like, sometimes we're not going to be attractive to people. I think that there's, like, this perception that, like, women can get it easier than men. But I think that you're looking at, like, a certain demographic of women. Because, like, I'm a beautiful woman, and let me tell you, I've been rejected a lot. Like, a lot. Like, trust me, it baffles me too, but there are people out there that do not want to date me. But, like, for real, I feel like these people are, like, comparing themselves to, like, what? Like, one demographic of women. Yeah, for some women, it's easier to get men. For some men, it's easier to get girls. I know I have lots of guy friends that get poo-tang like no tomorrow. I don't know how they fucking do it. I'm not saying they're ugly or anything. I don't know how they do it. They're just always getting bitches, and that's cool. That's fine. Own yourself. But then, like, for me, like, yeah, like, I'm a pretty girl, and my guy friends definitely they get it way easier than I do. It comes down to, like, who you are as a person, maybe how attractive you seem to other people. where you fucking are in the world, I've noticed. Like, it's way different in Canada than it is in America, I've learned. Um, like, you need to stop comparing yourself to people because it's just so damaging. Like, it's really damaging. And I think that the idea that like women get it easier than men, well, if we're really putting it in that hindsight, I feel like what people are saying is just like men are easy and they'll just follow pussy. And some guys will, because guys have been taught that like their goal in life is to get women, right? Right from little. Oh, you're gonna be a little heartbreaker. You're gonna have so many girlfriends. Men are like praised for things as a kid that they're like shamed for as an adult. Um, and I think that like getting pussy is like one of them, right? Like chasing girls. But at the end of the day, like our purpose is just to thrive and be happy. And I think we really need to stop comparing ourselves to other people because it's not always true. And like I tell that to people all the time. I have people in my life that will like argue with me and they'll be like, oh, well, you can't have a lack of confidence because like you're so pretty. And it's like, I struggle too. So yeah, I hope that hope you guys agree with that or understand at least. You think female child predators get less shame than men? They definitely get noticed a lot less. I mean, I shame them the same, and I cannot be the only woman who does. I know I'm not, actually. There's lots of other moms and lots of other great women out there, so I don't really know. My ex is threatening me. Do you have any tips on what I should do? Call the police. Call the police. 100%. We need to start reporting domestic violence more, especially men. I've always encouraged men. I know that it's difficult. I know that it can be hard. Sometimes it's easier to do it the next day or a couple hours after a situation, but I'm telling you, report it, report it, report it. Because if something happens, at least you'll have a report there to say, like, this crazy shit was reported before. It may help you in the future. And it may help somebody else in the future as well who may end up stuck with that person. But yes, I would report it. And then if need be, I would get an emergency protection order. They're very easy to get. Like when you have proof that this person is, I've seen them be failed to be given at times where it was really needed. So I shouldn't say like, oh, it's super easy. But if you have really good evidence, you have picture proof, screenshots, that's what I would suggest doing. Restraining orders don't work. You can still get murdered. Oh, I know. There was 2 court orders against the father of my kid when he took a baton to my head when he hadn't seen me in 9 months, broad daylight downtown. Trust me, I know. Court orders don't always work. But what they do is they make it so that like their punishments, if they fuck up and they do something, if you're murdered, right? But you want them to do longer time. You want them to pay for that crime. And I'm telling you, I've definitely been in a situation where like, especially with the father of my kid, where like the first time I didn't report domestic violence, and had I, he might have been in jail that time rather than being free, able to beat my head in. Not saying it's my fault. It is never my fault. It's not a victim's fault. But I can acknowledge that had I made that report, he would have been held liable for his domestic violence. And the same goes for women. We have to remember that. I bet someone handled his problem real good. No, Canada's full of pussies. No, it doesn't really work like that. I don't really like no. You can go in jail unless you like hurt and like killed a child or like raped somebody. I don't know why I whispered that. I'm used to my kid being around. Like that's taken a little bit seriously, but like domestic violence, no one really cares. Not in jail anyways. So that has been my experience with men that have gone to jail for domestic violence. They came out just fine. Just fine. Getting any tattoos soon? No, I'm pregnant. How old are you, Roma? I am 24. Yes, I forgot for a minute. How do pronouns they, them work? Well, just rather than saying she or her, you would just say they, them. So if you're watching my videos, instead of being like, she's a bitch, you would just be like, they're a bitch. Yeah. How far along are you? I am 14 weeks and 2 days. No, you're not allowed to do this on my couch anymore. Sorry, my kitty's being bad. Do you like Green Day? I grew up on Green Day. You get the jab. I don't know what that is. Okay. Pardon me. I am actually going to hop out of here, I think. I'm going to go to bed. I just want to remind you guys, pardon me. No, you're not doing it on the dog bed either, you fucking pervert. Excuse me. It's a pervert kitty. Just want to remind you guys that my Patreon is 50% off. So things like early access to vlogs, Patreon only vlogs, fucking hundreds of like unreleased comedy skits. I'm updating it actually tonight to have it where people can like game with me, my Patreons, and then on my top tier, like you can talk to me every day, just shoot the shit and stuff like that. Have you heard the heartbeat? Yeah, I actually have a at-home Doppler. So, but yeah, I will post a link in my community, but you can also find the link in like most of my YouTube videos. So if it's not in the most recent ones I did, they'll be there. Anyways, it was really good chatting with you guys. Thank you so much for asking all your great questions and listening. And I'm surprised there was only really that one guy that was being so mean sometimes. Sometimes YouTube isn't so nice to me. But you guys have been great. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a good night. What does this person say? I love that. I'm like, only one person was mean to me. When do you plan on messing up your kids' lives if you haven't already? Well, you know, it's not really calling for it on the calendar. I was thinking maybe like the year 2026, 2029 maybe. I think that would be a really good year. Yeah, that's when I start planning on messing up my kid's life. So, yeah, what about you? Anyways, I gotta go change because I just spilled tea all over myself. Oh, I love you guys. Even the person that asked me that really stupid question, I hope you're having a good day because, like, you seem like you're not. So, yeah, make sure you check my Linktree too, guys. You can follow me on Instagram or wherever. I have, like, podcasts and all that shit. Excuse me, my fucking cat is going through puberty finally, and he just wants to, he does this like really cute kneading thing, which is great, but then he starts trying to like get himself off. Sometimes he'll try to do it on my pillow, and so I'm like, no, right now he's trying to do it on the dog bed, and like, you know, I know the dog ain't here right now, it's with my partner, but I've got decency, okay? I've got decency. I'm not gonna let you do that pervert stuff in your brother's bed, your sister's bed, whatever, okay? Stop it. Don't be a pervert. Oh, if you're wondering why my cat is shaved like this really quick, he's my patchy lion. He's so cute. He got caught in a fly trap, and I called the vet, and I was like, what do I do? And they're like, you got any clippers? And I was like, yep. So, he's a lion. Anyways, okay. My couches are faux. I would never get, it's a futon. Pretty sure I bought it from Walmart. I would never get real stuff. Okay. Bye! I hope you guys have a good night.